Hey guys, welcome back to another Cinder Fitness video. My name is Mark, and today we are going to discuss what to do if you don't have any dumbbells whatsoever. Okay guys, so you're watching the Cinder Fitness videos, and a lot of the workouts that we're doing are geared towards full body, cardio core, doing workout with with minimal equipment, body weight. The only problem with body weight is it's really hard to get your biceps and your back and your rear deltoid. Okay, like I said before in past videos, you can do push-ups all you want. You can do narrow grip, that's going to get your triceps. You can do dips, you can do all these things, but it's really hard to do a body weight bicep curl or a back exercise. Well, what happens? What do you say if you don't have dumbbells? You know what I say? Bucket. That's right. We are going to use a bucket today in our fitness. All right, and not just a bucket, but we're also going to go ahead and we're going to grab ourselves some stones or maybe even some bricks. A lot of people have in their backyard or know somebody that does these little paver bricks. These are 33 cents and they're about 7.5 pounds. Now, you could take one of these and you could do a bicep curl, right? You could do a bicep curl like this. You can even do a tricep kickback. And if 7.5 pounds works for you, that's perfect. You can even do a rear deltoid. Pause it, okay? Just like that. Pause it at the top, squeeze at the top, squeeze at the top. So you can use those. But what if you need more than 7 pounds? Well, once again, you can either fill up your bucket with some rocks, or you can get additional pavers and you can go ahead and put them in there and you can build up your resistance. This time, it's not really about how much weight you're pushing. It's about working to some form of fatigue, not necessarily failure, so that you can maintain your fitness in these times that we are living right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about how to make these buckets work a little bit better for you. Now these things, as you know, were not intended to load up a bunch of bricks and do some bicep curls or rows or what have you. So what we want to do is we want to double check and make sure that the integrity of our bucket is solid and sound, that the attachments are not loose, that there isn't any real wear to speak of. And more importantly, make sure that this handle holds up to your awesomeness when you do your weightlifting. So I'm going to use some duct tape. I'm going to roll it around this handle a few times to make sure that it stays in place, gives me a little bit better grip, and also will ensure that it does not round too much, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get that on there. So I'm going to start on my edge right here. I'm already going to go ahead and have a little bit of this tape already drawn, and I'm just going to wind it up. Roll it right up onto that handle. Take my time. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at the same time, you don't need to look like a sloppy mess. Man, I love duct tape. And I'll come back. So that's going to give me a little bit better grip and add a little bit of longevity to this handle. Just go do the other side. Okay, so we have our bucket filled up, and I've got about 15 pounds worth of bucket here. So we're going to do a bicep curl. Now, when you do a bicep curl, traditionally you're able to come all the way up and all the way down. So we have this motion right here. Now, you're not going to get that full execution with this bucket because for most of us, the diameter, the outside diameter of that bucket at the top is going to keep you from finishing the move here. So how do we get that final squeeze? Well, we're going to pop ourselves up and get into a concentration curl. We're going to come across the body, all right? So I'm going to come up. There I am. Just like that. Come all the way down. Okay? Now when we do these concentration curls, it's very important that you go super slow, get to the top, you squeeze the muscle, flex it, then come right back down. Okay? Now you'll notice that my upper arm here is not moving. Once I kick that elbow out, I'm using leverage to get the job done. I can also go from the side, right? Come all the way down. These smaller buckets work perfectly for this. 2.5 gallons. 2.5 gallons. You can use a 5-galloner, but the 2.5 gallons work much better. All right, there's that tricep. okay? 15 pounds. Pause at the top. Okay, now I know this is mostly a bicep curl and a back exercise video using buckets and rocks and bricks and whatnot, but I just wanted to show you the versatility of this. Okay, what about our back? All right, so when we're talking about our back, there's pretty much 3 ranges of motion that you need to satisfy if you're going to be successful in working it, okay? We are talking about elevation, depression, and retraction. Now, if you are somebody who can hit all 3 of those, you are going to be effective in working your back. Now, there's a lot of different exercises that are out there that you can add in to get different angles and what have you, but we're talking bare bones equipment, no equipment, a couple buckets, some rocks or some bricks, pavers, whatever you have to fill these guys up. Weigh it out and see where you got. Even if you had to throw dirt in there, okay? Even if you have to throw dirt in there, it's totally fine, so long as it's giving you some resistance so that you can get your workout in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna demonstrate 2 of the basic bent over row type of work. We're gonna go narrow to work between the shoulder blades, or the rhomboids. We're gonna go wide to do our latissimus dorsi and our trapezius, okay? So check it out. We're gonna go narrow first. 1, 2, feet together, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, big pinch at the top, 8. I'm trying to come up as high as possible. 9 and 10. All right, we're going to turn our grip. We're going to go a little bit wider now. I'm going to come out here. That's going to be targeting your lats a whole lot more. Here was rhomboids, there's lats. That's the largest muscle group of your back, okay? So, get our position, and we go. 1, 2, 3. Now you'll notice my head isn't dropping, right? 4. Trying to maintain that stabilization. 5. Throughout my spine, keep my core tight. 6. Here's my side move. 7. 8. Notice my squat position. My shoulders are in line with my knees, going into the floor with my ankles, okay? I have my weight back, I have my weight forward, I'm balanced. 5, I think it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So one of the ways that you can intensify this work is to slow down, don't swing the weight, pause at the contraction or pause at the top for my back exercise, okay? When we do this, you are really maximizing what's called time under tension. When doing a given exercise, if you can create load or tension throughout the entire time that you're executing that work, you're going to get more benefit from it. You're going to get more overload. And that in turn is going to give you more gains, pushing forward, getting stronger, the whole 9 yards, okay? So think of it this way. If I'm doing my bicep curl, right? I'm here. If I'm swinging them, I'm not really working, not really working, not really working. Right here, I'm working because the swing has stopped adding momentum. And I'm lifting, but then all of a sudden, I stop because I'm holding here, and due to gravity and my joint location, I can hold on to this for a fairly good amount of time. It's not going to give me the work, but if I'm here and I come up slowly, I squeeze the muscle to the point where the contraction is just at the highest point it can be, and then slowly bring it back down, I am maximizing that time, right? I'm maximizing my time under tension. So think about that, use it, okay? In work, especially if you don't have a lot of equipment at your disposal, speed and time is an intensifier. Go slow, maximize your time under tension. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and throw up a workout for you using these tools today. If you don't have them, then you need to, think about possibly like asking some friends or some family if they happen to have a couple buckets around or some pavers. If you feel comfortable doing it, you could go to any one of your Lowe's or Home Depot, or if you're local, Ace Hardware or ESAC Hardware. You can go to any one of these stores and you can purchase these items for very, very, very cheap. But get out there, do it. Remember, it's not about having the equipment, it's about doing the work. So even if you have to fill this sucker up with dirt, all right, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just weigh it out, weigh it out. If you got kids, that's a job for them to do. Go dig some dirt up, get them in there, right? They'll enjoy it. They love dirt. Kids love dirt, most kids. If they don't, introduce it to them, they'll enjoy it. Anyway, no matter what, here's the workout. I'm gonna send it up for you guys, and go ahead and use this stuff. Let me know how it works for you. As always, you can access these workouts on my YouTube channel. They're also uploaded onto my website, cinderfitness.com. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me, marc@cinderfitness.com. Please do like, subscribe, share, get the word out there. We're going to be in this together for, seems like a little while here, but we can keep our bodies and our minds strong while we do it. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead, we're going to do that first block. I'm going to demonstrate the work for you. So we are doing 10 one-arm bucket rows, right? And then I'm going to do 10 jump squats. And then I'm going to immediately do the other arm for 10, and then do 10 jump squats. And that's going to count as one set, and I want you to do 2 to 3, okay? Remember that you can also increase the repetitions if you feel like that's something that's going to give you a little bit more of a workout. So here we go. I'll get myself set up. This is a bent over one arm row. I'm going to take a nice wide stance. I'm going to place my hand right here on my chair or your bench or coffee table, whatever's going to work for you. So I'm right here, neutral spine, abs tight, okay? And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can slow it down if I need a little bit more work. 6. Big pinch at the top. 7, 8, 9, 10. Put them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll move this guy over. You don't have to, but I just want to make sure that you see both sides. 1, 2, 3. Notice how high my elbow is going. 4. Still pulling back the shoulder blades. 5, 6, 7. Small bend in that supporting arm. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I have the first block set up. It's done and in the books. I'm going to go into the next block, and that's our wide based push-ups, followed by medium or normal, and then narrow. I'll be using my fists. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to hop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Normal stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can go to your knees if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we just got done with that chest work. Now we've gotten our legs with the jumps and our back and our chest also. We did 2 to 3 sets of 10 reps for each one of those blocks. Now it's time for the biceps and the triceps. So what's going to end up happening is we're going to do our hanging concentration bicep curl. It's going to be for 10 reps, followed immediately by our tricep kickback. Now when we get done with this guy and we do both arms, then we'll go ahead and repeat this 2 to 3 more times. All right? Here we go. Hanging concentration bicep curl. Back is straight, abs are tight, nothing changes, so I'm all bent. I'm going to be using my arm or my hand here to rest onto my knee to support my position. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do the best I can. 5, to not move that upper arm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tricep. 1. It's going to swing a little bit, so go slow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you can do this with one brick. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So as you saw, hopefully, my goal was to try to keep that arm as long as possible and parallel to the floor. You can do that. You're going to execute the move properly, and the tricep's going to get the right amount of work. Okay, we're on to the shoulders now. So what's going to happen is we're going to grab single bricks. Remember, these are about 7 pounds. And I'm just going to demonstrate for you. We're going to do the alternating front raise, 10 of them, the lateral raise, 10 of them, and then the alternating rear deltoid or back or shoulder raise. Okay, so right here. All right, 1, 2, 2. Try to keep that arm level with the floor. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be basically doing 20 alternating or 10 both arms, right? And we're going to go level. We're not going to go any higher than the shoulder. See how my hand covers up my shoulder? If I go too high, we talked about this before, you went too high, right? You'll see the other side. If you're not executing enough, you are not going to be executing enough by coming up too short. So let's go all the way to our 20. And then once we get done with that, we're going to go right into our lateral raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for the lighting, guys. 5, 6, 7, right? Just like the front raise, we're going to make sure that we're level to the floor and that my hand is covering up most of my arm. Once we get done with our 10 there, we're going to go ahead, go right into our alternating rear deltoid. And in the previous video portion of this, I showed you could rest your weights onto like a bucket or something. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it, okay? Now this one, we are counting every single one. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go all the way to 10 for this guy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you get done with those guys, rest, and then go ahead and repeat it, just like everything else in today's workout, 2 to 3 more times. Okay, so now we're on to our abs. All right, so we are going to basically do a little mini giant set. Giant set's basically when you hit the same muscle group with 2 or more sets. This is going to be a mini one because it's only going to be 2 exercises. It's going to be the weighted crunch. We're using our buddy the bucket with weight inside of it, right? Bricks inside of it. And then we're going to be doing the trunk twist. So the trunk twist will be done with your feet on the floor and but maintaining a crunch position, okay? Remember, as always, unless I specify otherwise, you are in a crunch. Okay, here we go. So we're going to hit 20 of these guys. Arms extended, holding our bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep your face facing the ceiling. 10. Don't let your chin curl to your chest. 12, 13, I think. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now keep your arms here. Don't let them drop. That's going to make it easier. You want to keep the load. You want to keep that time under tension. 1, 2, 3. You're going to rotate as far as you can. 4, without your glutes coming off the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now that we've got that guy knocked out, that set right there, we're going to hit it a few times, right? And you can increase the load. I just did 20 and then 10. You can do 25 and 15. You can do, or maybe it'll be 16, right? You would do, whatever you want to do is, your body's going to tell you, okay? Add more weight to the bucket. Do more reps. Do whatever's going to work best for you. But this is just a guideline for what we're doing here. All right, I'm going to do a single arm crunch. All right, some of my members call it a scorpion crunch because for some reason it looks like a scorpion tail. I'm cool with that. I like scorpion crunch. All right, I'm using a brick. I could just as easily use a dumbbell. I could use a kettlebell. I could use a medicine ball. I could use the old bucket with bricks in there. But I'm going to show you with just one brick, okay? All right, we're coming up. 1. Right, it's like a chest press. 2. 3. 4. And I'm coming down slow. I'm not slamming to the floor. 5. 6. 7. Try to keep that arm going straight up. 8. 9. 10. Now when I come down, you're not going to let yourself drop. Sometimes when people get tired, they let that rotation happen in the shoulder, and it is not good for your rotator cuff and your shoulder and your pec and everything else. So do make sure that you have that arm perpendicular to the floor when you do your work. All right, let's do the other side. 1. 2. 3. 4. If you have to, you can help yourself. 5. But if that's the case, you might need to get a lighter weight. 6. Or just do body weight. 7. Remember, don't let your arm fall backwards, right? 8. 9. And 10.